Hi, I'm Candice and I'm an IP English activator, and I have a privilege of introducing an Evolve online learning hack, and mine has to do with comprehension strategies. In all the years that I've been teaching, I've noticed that comprehension seems to frustrate and overwhelm kids terribly. So I've been looking for ways to try and make it more meaningful, give them some strategies that will help them to win and overcome something that isn't necessarily that big a problem. So I came across a strategy called the Sq3r Method, and it reminds me of that R2-D2 little robot in Star Wars, and he's always there and he's always helping them out when they need them most. And this is kind of like this method. Sq3r stands for a particular strategy when you are reading. So the S stands for Skim or scan, and I've got a picture of a velociraptor because that's kind of what you need to be like when you start a comprehension. You need to scan and skim the text. You need to see what the title is. Are the pictures helping you to know what it's about? Are there any words that stand out that will give you a clue to try and figure out what the text is about before you even start reading? And so you need to attack the comprehension like that, skimming and scanning and looking for any clues that will help you to make a prediction of what the text is going to be about. After you have a general idea about what the topic of the comprehension is about, you need to do the Q section, which is the 5 questions. You need to ask, who is it about? Where is it happening? When is it happening? What is actually happening and why? So all you need to do for this strategy is write down those 5 questions on a piece of paper, and as you read, if you find an answer to any one of them, you just jot down a little keyword or a phrase that will help you to remember what each one of those answers will be. Then the next step, and I love the picture that I put up, it's of these 2 little Shar-Pei puppies. They're all squished and chunky and cute. And that's exactly what you do in the first R method. You squish and chunk your reading passages. You don't suddenly start reading the entire passage. You just read paragraph by paragraph. So as you read your first paragraph, you stop and you ask yourself, what is it about? Does it answer any of my 5 question words that I have? If so, make a note. And so you don't just rush through your passage. You chunk it up and you digest each one. So I told the kids, you got to chew on it. So by chewing on it, you're asking yourself the questions: who's it about? What's happening? Why is this happening? So this for me is the most important part of the Sq3r method. After you have kind of read through and chunked and digested, and you've got a very good idea of what everything is about, now you have to do the second R, which is recite. And this is where you've got the prefix re, which means again, and cite is to say. So you need to say it again, but this is the challenge. You need to imagine you're telling someone what it's about, but all you can use are 3 sentences. You cannot tell them every detail. All you need to do is recite it in the 3 most important points. So you take your 5 answers that you've got there to all your question words, and you think about, well, first this happens, then this happens, and finally this happens. So now your brain has a very clear picture of what this is all about, and only now are you ready to hit the last R, which is the review. And this is where you're reading the questions that your teachers have given you, and you're going back to the text to find the answers. So most of the kids that I've ever taught have always jumped straight to the last R. So they've missed all the beginning steps. And no wonder comprehension is super difficult. So if you follow the Sq3r method, I can absolutely guarantee you that you will have so much more meaning from your comprehension, and you will be able to do really well in any answers that your teachers give you.